Thank you for tuning in to the Pointless Talks podcast. This episode is being brought to you as a part of the many things that Pointless creates. For our returning listeners, thank you so much for coming back. And if this is your first episode, welcome, get comfortable, and please keep an open mind. Welcome back. I know this is random because it's a Tuesday, but I feel away. I feel away. So I decided to record today as opposed to tomorrow because might as well get it while it's hot. Um, we're gonna start as usual. What's something good that happened today? Today's Monday. What is something good that happened today? I didn't write anything down, so I'm actually thinking about it. Um, shit. uh, I think the motivation to come and record this episode is gonna be my something good today because typically I would just sit on it. I would write it down, put notes. I don't even have notes on my phone right now, but I would put notes and I would, save it for Tuesday. But I mean, who said that I have to release on a Wednesday? Who said I have to release on a Tuesday? Not my something. So yeah, I think the urge to record today is my something good, as opposed to sit fired shiny, as opposed to waiting till tomorrow. And since I did mention the forehead being shine, um, Jesus, I can't even do what I want to do on camera right now. My waist beads are trying to take me out. 'Cause they're underneath my boobs. Jesus. Anyways, yeah, I need to take my privileges away. But yeah, that's my something good. I, cause like honestly, yes, I still feel anxious about recording, especially since I'm doing video. I still feel a way about it, but I want to do it. Nobody not forcing to do it. It's just something that I really want to do. But just because I want to do it doesn't mean that I'm not anxious or have my hesitations or whatever regarding it. So the fact that I'm sitting here doing this today is my something good. What was yours? Did you have time to think about it while I was trying to figure mine out? um, what else? Okay, so the reason I wanted to record today is because I was gonna go watch Foolishness on TV, and I was thinking about yesterday. So yesterday I had a vendor opportunity. It was a last minute thing. It was a venue that I vended with before. Apparently was with different organizers, just the same venue. And I was not aware of this until I got there yesterday, and I was like, "Who the hell is these N words?" Because it was not some N words that were doing it before. So I was like, "Okay, whatever." Checked in, da da da, and it was inside, which I was like, "Oh, that's good," since it was kind of cold. But it's like an old steel mill place, like whatever. It's a utility warehouse, something. It's a something. So the windows like up in the top were open because obviously ventilation or whatever, but it's like abandoned. So they use it now for venues and stuff. When I tell you it's a nice venue, it's a very nice venue. I worked there. I worked a few booths there 2022, and I was not aware that they paved it up and it looks all nice and presentable outside, and a little driveway, real cute. And it's like literally 15 minutes away from me. So I was like, okay, whatever. Paid my little fee. Actually no, I hit them up on Saturday, like Saturday evening, Saturday night actually, because it was like after 5. And I was like, hey, you guys have any last minute spots available for vendors, whatever? They're like, yeah, apply in the link. And I was like, okay. So I went and I clicked the link and I was like, this is not the usual link that I was using. It's the same price. But then I was like, okay, new year, new things, not paying too much attention to it. So when I get there now, like I got all the instructions, whatever, whatever. And I get there and I'm like, okay, new people, okay. And I'm looking around and I'm like, what's happening here, um and this is my problem, right? I see the potential for it, but my thing is, this place has been in existence longer than I've been in this state, probably longer than I've been in this country, if we're being honest. But I don't know how long it's been abandoned or how long they've been using it for the same Sunday fun day thing. But this is the second set of organizers, and I'm realizing that the people that are running these things, they don't do ads. Like, they might post it to their story, but I literally happened upon their post, because you guys know how the algorithm is. Like, the stuff you engage with, they'll show you. And I used to engage with their stuff a lot, and even then, I was not seeing too much promotion, even when I was vending with them. And I'm like, bro, I get that you want the people who are vending to promote it, but we can reach our people. And if we run ads, then of course it widens the net a bit. However, like, what are y'all doing other than providing the space? Like, what? So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, the fact that they were still not doing that part, like the promotional part. And even in like the instructions, they were stating that, you have to do XYZ amount of promotion, whatever, whatever. As a person that I am, I'm going to promote regardless if I'm involved in something. I'm going to promote. And even if I'm not involved, I'm still promoting because I'm promoting ass nigga. But I'm going to share it to my story. I'm going to share it on like all my pages essentially. Like I'm going to put it out there. I did not realize that it was one of the requirements until I was reading the thing like literally like 4 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning, because besides some that made a big, oh, shout out to Yard 1292 on that Lovers and Friends party. I came home from that and was looking at the paperwork from the email. That party was nice. Party was nice per usual. I showed up late because I'm scary and I was going alone and I'm socially awkward. Like I'm shy as hell. If I don't know anybody, I am a wallflower. I am even if I know people, I'm a wallflower. Like I'm not with the one bag of excitement, like, like but I love a good party and Badasha as always on point, DJ, yes, June with the MC and hilarious. Like it was a good event all around, good vibes, you know what I'm saying? The energy, the music, atmosphere, all of that shit up. So that was a good time. Not ever gonna discredit that. I'm the problem, okay? I am the drama in all of these instances where I'm like, like it's me. But yeah, so I got home and I was looking at the paperwork and everything. They sent the instructions at like 2 in the morning. So I was like, okay, cool. But I was talking to some of the vendors and they were saying that, you're required to do like 10 posts. And I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. But I just hate that it's such a good venue and it's like going to waste essentially. Like the people that are coming are the people that like live in the area, like they drove by, they're like, oh, what's happening here? Or like the people who we promote to like our friends and family. And it's like anybody who knows anything knows that like hate to say this, but it's true. Your friends and family are the last people to fucking promote you and to support you when you're doing things. The last people. Like some of you might have some good ones, like, a few that I have that will, like come in and support. They'll share their post. They might even buy something. But majority of the time, when you're doing something as far as business goes, your friends and family are the last people to fucking support you. And I don't understand what that is. But guess what? When your boss, oh God, oh yeah, that's my friend from when? Oh yeah, I'm a niece, I'm a cousin, I'm a sister. Like they'll be quick to bandwagon once they see that you've made it or that you're being successful or that other people are supporting you. And I think that's so fucking weird, which ties into the why I feel away. Feeling very spicy today. I feel away. I feel a bomb blood clot where I feel away. But not never do me, not never happen. It's just this feeling just came over me or like not even like an hour ago and I was like, I need to just go fucking record because I feel away. So I don't know. Like, are y'all okay? Is it just me? No, it's not just me because some folks on my timeline have also been posting like some emotional shit. Like, what is going on? There is a shift happening, and I've been saying this since like June of last year or early July. There is a major shift. I'm gonna sound like those people. I don't care. You can tune out if you want to, but there's a major shift happening right now. Like we are in the midst of something fucking huge, and I feel it in like I feel it. I feel it. And that's my fucking problem. I feel every goddamn thing. I feel too much. That's why I need people to communicate with me cuz like I feel away and I'm going to distance myself or I'm going to start asking you annoying ass questions and it could be nothing to do like I can feel emotions but I can't read minds. So I'm going to feel like your energy is off or feel like something has shifted with you and it could not be anything to do with me, but at the same time you're not saying, "Hey, I need some space," or "Hey, I need to talk about something." You're not giving me anything. You're just being fucking weird. Like you're just in your head. Like and you have all rights to do that. But if you're involved with people that you communicate with on a regular basis and you're not communicating that, it's a little weird. It's a little off putting. So, nigga like me, I'm definitely going to distance myself and move accordingly. When you feel like you want to come and communicate with me, then absolutely, I'm saying, I listen to you on whatever reason if we need to and whatever. But I feel like, and I saw this. They asked us the blood clot. I saw this thing that said like people like Leos and Aquariuses, and I feel like like where is Leo in your chart? Like where what placement? Like what house? Like where is Leo for you? And I think that's one of the things that's like have me in a chokehold because I got a lot of Leo in my chart. So for those of you who keep saying I'm a Leo, that's why. I have a lot of Leo in my chart. Like, yes, I am a Cancer sun, but I have a Leo Venus. It's a Leo stellium. My Mars, Venus, and something else is Leo. Like there's at least I think I have 4 Leo placements, I believe. I don't remember. We'll talk about this later. But I feel like a lot of things are changing and it's not necessarily for the good or bad, like it's just a lot of changes that are happening. I feel like for me personally, it's changing in the right direction. It could be my delulu, completely okay with that being the reality of it. I might just be delusional, whatever. But I feel that there is some forward progress that is going to change shit tremendously for me. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. Because whether I'm ready for it or not, it's like, ready or not, here I come, nigga. Like, strap in, we're going for a ride. So I'm trying my best to not self sabotage, which I am so good at. And I realize that I'm looking all over. I get nervous. I'm having issues with eye contact. But I I'm nervous. I'm nervous, I am excited, I am scared, and I'm still going to do it because at the end of the day, like, why not? Like, there's nothing stopping me from reaching my full potential. And as I'm saying that, I feel like I hear my mom when I was like 15, 16, talking about like how I just like, back then we didn't know it's fucking anxiety. Talking about like how much potential I have to do stuff and how I'm just like sitting on it. Oh no! Oh god. I am not doing this. Ooh. Oh God. At the end of the day, I know that like if I want to do something, if I put my mind to it, I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna be great at it. I'm going to. Like if I put focus and I put work into what it is that I desire, I'm going to achieve it. I'm going to obtain it. Like it's been proven time and time again. Like even shit that I'm doing just for giggles, like not even on Jesus Christ, maybe I just fucking started crying. Oh, you're such a cancer. See there, I am a cancer. Fucking Bali Bali, like bad, bad, bad. Like, oh shit, that touched me in my fucking spirit. Listen, first of all, I want y'all to know my period is late. Like we're like on day 10 or 11 past due. Um, it's a combination of stress and God knows what else. Like there's a lot just so I'm using this episode as a fucking journal entry essentially because oh, and then add insult to injury for those of y'all who know I have a turtle. Fucking Saturday, I find out that my turtle is a fucking girl and not a boy because she was in the fucking tank laying eggs. Like, what a bomba clat. Like, what? And imagine my shock because I've had her for what, 9 years now? She's never been in a tank with any other turtle since she was literally the size of like a quarter. She's about 9 inches in length as far as her shell goes. So imagine she's like a foot long when she's fully elongated, stretched out, whatever, whatever. I am at work because I, whatever. I go to the bathroom and I come back and I see some white something in her tank, like some white round something. I'm like, what the fuck are these? They look like stones, like those little pebbles. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So I'm walking my mind you, I'm on the people them job. So I said, let me run go check for my computer real quick. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna say, wait there. I was like, what the fuck? So I go and I get close to the tank and I said, yo, are those eggs? And then as I'm saying it, this bitch ploops out another fucking one. I was like, yo, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw me freaking out. Like I was literally freaking the fuck out. I was freaked out. Like I was fucking like, what? Like Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, I've had her for 9 years. I'm not looking underneath her and measuring her tail and checking to see if her front nails are longer than the like. I'm not, nigga. We got the turtle, and the turtle is here. We're hanging out. That's the homie, and whatever. It makes sense why she's so sassy. But Leonardo is now Leona. It's still Leo for short, but that was an emotional roller coaster for me because I then am like, wait, my dumbass. A part of me was hoping that I was gonna be a grandma. Okay, a very small part of me was hoping that I was going to be a grandma, and I got so like emotionally invested. Yo, I'm gonna write tonight enough, and I was like, oh my god. So I'm researching what I'm supposed to do with the eggs. Mind you, panic I'm clocking them. So I'm researching what I'm supposed to do with the eggs. Woo. Finally, I get off work and I'm like, all right, fuck this. Let me go get me some gloves. I'm gonna scoop out the eggs really gently because they are eggs at the end of the day. So I scooped them out and I see that one of them broke and like it was like I guess it's yolk. I don't know. Whatever it is that was in the egg was like on one of the stones or whatever. And I was just like, well, I can't do shit about that, so I'm just leave that there until I clean it because I was gonna clean it anyways. So I got a new cleaning device. Excited about that. But oh my goodness, I can't believe I really just started crying. But on camera, anyways, like we got work to do, girl. Gosh, so I don't want women in positions of power now. God, get it together. That was sexist. But yeah, so I scooped them out, and it's funny because I had just finished a carton of eggs, so I was like, okay, I'm going to put them in a carton of eggs and like look at them and see if there's any embryo in there because, like I said, I got really emotionally invested. I lost sense. I saw the eggs. I switched to a friggin' maternal role, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna check on the babies and see if there's anything in there. And I got so sad because, of course, there's no fucking embryo. There's been no male in there with her. Like, who's fertilizing her eggs? So I was like really bummed out. And I was just sitting there like, damn, Leo, I thought you were going to have some babies. Because I've been wanting to actually get like some little turtles to put in there. And I might actually do it still because I figure that maybe she's been, keeping the fish there because she's lonely, and feel kind of bad for her. So put some shit. She's tired of seeing my ass all day, every day. So give her something else to look at, something else to do, some fun and some little kids to take care of. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then me started thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder if she wants kids. Like, I wonder if she feels away because she laid eggs and they're infertile. And like, I went through this whole roller coaster of emotions, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what if she had these eggs and she's like hoping that there's some children in there? And like, I was going through it. You hear me? She hear me talking about it. She's tripping out now. Don't do it. Don't jump, baby. Don't jump. But yeah, like, so I was just like going and I was just like, oh my God. So then while I'm having this thought, mind you, she has now come off her basking dock and I realized that the splashed yolk is no longer there. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably already heard the story, you've seen the story, me freaking the fuck out. But I look and my girl daddy I chew. And I'm like, wait, did she eat the bro, I'm saying something clean? She walks off to something that I stone in her? Like, how did you get that so like when dog? And I was like, bro, ain't no way. And then I saw her like swim to the corner where the egg carton was with the other eggs, and she's like trying to get up there to them, and I'm like, what? Because I was reading online and it said that you're supposed to take them out of the tank and like incubate them because if you leave them in the tank, they might crush them because it's a hard shell. They might crush it by on accident. So I was like, okay, let me take them out, check, whatever, whatever. I didn't put them back in there because I was just like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do with these? They're like, throw them away if they're not, there's no embryo. And I was like, oh, damn, that sucks. But then I saw her eat, like, that she ate it. And I was like, wait, can she eat them? So, of course, I go back on Google now. Googled, and apparently that's the thing that they do. They can determine if the egg has an embryo or not, and they will eat the ones that don't. And I was like, that's gross. Like, that's so gross. That is so gross. Like, that is barbaric. Like, you're eating. And then I was thinking, is that her period? Like, are you eat? Because they're eggs that aren't fertilized. I mean, when we shed our eggs, it's menstruation. So, like, did you just menstruate and then consume? Like, ew, like, honest to God, me didn't want to dash away after that. Like, I was like, you are disgusting. You are barbaric. Who raised you? Apparently it was me. But who raised you? And then I'm having all these full circle moments because I'm looking at the way, first of all, the shit stinks. The eggs are gross. They smell disgusting. It's not the turtle that stinks, it's the fucking eggs. Oh my god, if you're getting a turtle, get a boy. Because ew. Okay? And I'm like, wait, now I understand why sometimes I clean her tank. And like the next day it's like super cloudy. Cause it doesn't happen all the time. I'm like, dog, she's in here like shedding eggs and friggin' eating them. Like, girl, what? And then too, I had broken I didn't break it, but there's her heating lamp like a few years ago, like during COVID, like the early portion of COVID, when I got friggin' salmonella, because it wasn't COVID. I took all the tests and it was not, and I had all the symptoms. And I knew it was salmonella because you can get salmonella from whatever. But like the bulb broke, and I literally felt the water droplets splash in my eyeball, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die." Definitely felt like it. Um, so the bulb broke, and I was like thinking maybe I never got all the glass from the bulb out because it was like a frosted bulb, so it was like kind of white. So I'm thinking every time I clean her tank and I see these white shells that it's a glass, but I touch it and it's usually like super thin. So I'm like, this girl has been laying eggs for years. uh, Years. And just been fucking them up. Just been eating them. Just been. She's in the living room, so it's not like she's ducked off somewhere. Like, I see her. So it's like, bro, you've been eating these for years. Like, I threw them back in there so she could eat them. She ate them, whatever. So the tank needs a deep clean at this point. It doesn't smell anymore because she's consumed them. I'm still utterly grossed out at the thought of it. But yes, add that to my list of emotional shit for this past week. Um, so yeah, that got me. Where was I talking? What was I talking about before I got to Leo? Oh, you see how I deflect? Change the subject. We're not talking about emotions right now. But no, I was saying though, I feel like there's a very huge shift happening, and a lot of it has to do with moving in my purpose. I hate talking about shit like this because like, girl, I'm just gonna do it. Like, I'm just gonna do it. But a lot of I feel like I'm on the right path. We're just gonna say that. I feel like I'm on the right path. I am taking the steps needed to do the things that I ultimately want to do. Like, I'm moving in the direction of the shit that I want. So it's only up from here, guys. But yeah, I was just like I get so overwhelmed. This board is still looking at me, in case y'all didn't know. I'm still looking at this board with all these things on there from what, January? And I'm little by little crossing things off. Because I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I was talking about how sometimes, when you know something like something that is a fact, like a hard down 100% proven fact. It's not a feeling, it's not an opinion, it's a fact. And you still have to remind yourself of this from time to time because, I mean, we're human. We all have our moments or whatever. Like, not to say that I don't ever doubt myself when it comes to my capabilities. That's one thing about me. I don't doubt myself. I might doubt how people will receive me because everything is not for everybody. And, you know, like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine with me. But I don't ever doubt myself, my abilities, or anything. I'm never like, oh, I can't do this. Like, daddy told me from a long time, you can't should not be in your vocabulary. Like, either you can figure it out or you can facilitate help to get where you're trying to go. Like, can't is not in your vocabulary. So I try to, maintain that. But I don't have to do all of this in a week. I am wildin'. I literally made this from Wednesday to Tuesday, and the list of things that are on here, it can be done. It can be done. Not to say that it cannot be done, but all of the things that is realistically it can be done. But it doesn't have to be done in this time frame because whose time frame am I following? Okay, yes, girl. Okay, you took a year off. You didn't do any podcasts. You didn't really push the craft that much for a year. But you don't have to make up for a year's worth of work in fucking 2 weeks. Like, granted, it was the social media aspect, I should say. And right, recording the episodes that I essentially took a break because I was still recording. I was like unboxings, on moldings. I was like, I don't know if you guys follow me on YouTube. You should be, huh? But I have automated post a schedule. Like, I don't even remember when's the last time I actually went and posted an actual YouTube. But the things that are being posted are things that I scheduled from like weeks ago. because I already had the videos taken. I recorded them. I edited. Just sit on the phone, come and just never feel like for to deal with it, deal with the caption, deal with the tags, do like and I keep putting this pressure on myself, like, oh, you gotta get it out, you gotta get it out, you gotta get like, no, girl, like, what are we, the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland, running out of time? No, we're not. Like, it's okay. Do this shit because if I rush and do stuff, it's not gonna come out the way that I want to. Like, yes, I can procrastinate and get some great work done, but rushing it is a completely different story. Because I'm gonna do slapdash work, and it's not gonna be, if I'm not into, if I don't feel like, if I don't, yes, I do everything based on feeling. My father sighs deeply about this because I am a very like, if I don't feel like it, you're gonna know. If I don't feel like it, you're gonna know. So, I remember one time he asked me something about what I wanted. I think when I was in school for photography, he asked me, he's like, why I want to do photography. I was like, cause it makes me happy. And what he was like, so you want to do something based on feeling? What about? And I was like, okay, but I can make money doing photography too. Like, don't sleep. He was just like feelings. He was like, okay, if that's how you feel. My dad knows not to like try to argue with me, and forever, forever rate him for that. Did I just do the black fist? It's Black History Month. It's also reggae something month, reggae music month, something like that. Shout out to Peru and all the pictures that he's been posting. I've been in such a proud bag with his work. It's like I love seeing people do what they love. I love seeing people do what they love and being successful at it more so than anything, getting the recognition and the flowers that they deserve for their work. Like, absolutely love that. But yeah, came on here to ramble and rant about a bunch of shit that, like, I was feeling because I feel away, like I said. And I just want to say, like, I sold an ashtray. So this is stuff I posted on Twitter too. But something about making that sale just made all of this, like I said, I had a lot of full circle moments this past weekend, not even just with Leo. And it's just like, you shouldn't stop because you're not getting the results you want right now. Because when I tell you I love that tray, I love that tray. But first of all, I don't smoke. And I don't make these trays to sit down in my house. I make them because it's an idea that came into my mind. I feel like it is beautiful. And I feel like if you're going to smoke and you want a nice ashtray or cute rolling tray, like, why not? Like, is a demand. I can supply it. Why not? So I I was very much in my bag when the lady was like, "Oh no, never mind. Let me get this one." And she picked it up, and I was like, "Okay." I told her the price, and she was like, "Okay." And I was just like, "Bitch, that's $30 more than the ones that you were trying to order." And I was like, "Okay," because sometimes I'm just like, "Ah, maybe I should like lower my prices," and I'm like, "No, no, I shouldn't," because I don't price my stuff out my ass. Like, I have a set price for the mold, like the design of the tray. I mean, well, the base of the tray, and then the design is another like additive. You know what I'm saying? So like the first out the gate, the first color is free, and then anything else after that is added on base. And I have like a price list based on whatever. Don't talk to me about my website. It's coming, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a build a tray. So of course, if I'm making something from my mind, I'm encompassing all of these factors into the price for the tray. So me deciding to lower the price, like, why? I put work into this. I put effort. Like, I put time into this. Like, I'm risking my life out here for y'all. Let me stop. But I mean, I'm working with fumes. So it's just it was just a reassuring moment for me. Like, girl, don't lower your prices. Don't, like, the people who your stuff is meant for are going to find you as long as you continue to share your stuff, you keep putting it out there. And this is for anyone who does anything creative or whatever. Like, if you supply a product or you supply a service, somebody out there is looking for your service. Somebody's out there is looking for what it is that you provide. So you stopping now is just you not reaching them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You miss 100% of the clients you don't cater to, you don't market to. So that was just another like battery in my back to like, girl, keep going. Keep going. Because like I said, I made that trade like years ago. Like, I've been here, what, this summer makes 3 years, and I made it before I moved here. It's one of my first trades that I made, like within my first year of making trades, and it was I love that trade. So I was like parting ways, and I was like, girl, take care of my baby. you know? So that was just like that was great for me. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep going. Essentially, that's the moral of the story. I'm gonna keep going. I feel like you should keep going too, and we're gonna words. We're going to accomplish great things. Okay. Um. Yeah. That's. I think is that all I had to talk about. Yeah, the shifts that are happening. Just strap in. Like, I am the biggest crybaby. I Most people don't see me cry though. Like, I literally will be like, "Hey, I'm gonna talk to you later," and just go cry in my room by myself. Like, just I'm gonna go cry about it. I'm going to do it though. I'm gonna cry about it. I might complain a little bit, but I'm gonna do it. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to do the things that I set forth to do. It might not take, the amount of time that I think I should take or someone else, but it's not at the end of the day, it's not my time. It's not my time. When it is supposed to happen, it will happen, and I am a very firm believer in that, and I need to continue to hold the faith in that because sometimes I get caught up in everything that's happening in the world that's moving and I myself get overwhelmed and I will sit and I will doom scroll and doom tweet and like sit in space and just like think about, am I a human being or is this a simulation? Like, am I melting into the couch? Like, my mind will go into overdrive if I feel overwhelmed and I need to, what I say? You're supposed to put your faith in God because then otherwise you are going to be stressed and, overwhelmed and anxious. Yeah, we need to lean into the fact that what is happening is bigger than you, the individual, and just play the part that you have. Like, don't try to, overcompensate for anything. Don't try to manipulate your circumstances. Like, it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to when it's supposed to. Like, that's it. Yeah, that was me talking to myself. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm trying to do better, okay? All right. So, thank you so much for listening to this rant. Just like everything else, make sure you subscribe. Look at me, fucking up the fucking outro. God damn it. I curse a lot. Sorry, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on the social medias if you would like to. It's Pointless Talks on everything. There's three S's in Pointless, not just two. One more upon the pussy them. And we are on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of your streaming platforms. If there's a streaming platform that you would like to listen to this on and if we're not there, reach out. Maybe I missed something, It's odd, but maybe I did. I don't know everything. Someone actually reached out to me yesterday or Saturday, and was asking me if I'm still on Apple Podcasts because I don't share it on my Instagram stories. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still on Apple Podcasts, but Apple Podcasts up on some fuck or something. So I can't share the episode to my story. I can share it as a message, but I can't share it to my story. Apple, y'all need to work on that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So yeah. So yeah, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts or just stick to YouTube if you're watching on YouTube cuz I'm there. But yeah, just like everything else we do, Pointless Talks, Pointless Creates, whether you got here on purpose or by fate. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Pointless Talks. If you watched me cry, this never happened, okay? Bye.